Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Star Fox 64. As we can see, we're back in the main screen. That's because we're going to go back to the main game. But we're going to be skipping most of the extra cutscenes and whatnot. And since I already showed you guys what happens when you do the special mission for the asteroid, I think we're going to do the hard mode way out of here first. And then make our way back to the medium. So why don't we do hard mode Corneria. We don't need to worry about all that extra nonsense either, do we? There we go. Straight into the action! Away with all of you! Okay, hold on. I want to try and get this guy when they're in the middle. Got him! So you'll notice that the, like I said before, the very first time I did this level, that I hit him with the charge shot. You can even hear it connect off screen if you have the volume set pretty high. And it still didn't destroy the thing that was chasing Slippy. Like I said, it's immune to damage until it's past a certain point. Just double checking which was my boost and which was my break, because I keep forgetting.
Everybody stay alert!
And forward! Hey, this time I destroyed it, so I don't have to worry about taking damage just to get the darn laser upgrade. And be careful if you're doing the spins if you're close to the ground, because your wings can hit the ground even when you are safe. And quickly! Before the buildings fall. Just look at all these bonuses I'm getting. Alright, we're not going to boost just yet.
Get the one behind me.
Alright.
Something's wrong with the G diffuser.
So, the G diffusers they talk
Use
about.
the boost. I guess I should be thankful.
I think that they don't ever completely explain what those are, but I think everybody just kind of accepts that they're gravity diffusers.
Do a barrel roll.
I.e., they're specifically meant to lighten the load of the G-forces when flying, which is one of the main limitations of how fast manned aircraft can go. Right, so this time we're going to go through every single one of these little rings and see what happens. If you loop-the-loop, you could have gotten that
Pretty
wrong.
smooth flying, Fox.
You know you're doing it right when Falco says that as you're flying.
Follow me, Fox.
And that means you've done it right.
Falco, where you going? I found the target. Try to keep up.
Alright, Falco leads us into certain danger! As these bombs... Birds have bombs. Bombs have birds?
Back off, Fox.
I stole his kill. I'm sorry, Falco. Am I making the universe safe too much for you? You might as well get the free life. Why not? Alright, stay low.
Ah, someone wants to play. Incoming enemy from the rear. Drop altitude.
As Peppy explains.
Enemy shield analyzed.
I'm told this enemy looks familiar if you've played the SNES Star Fox.
Deploy all units. Charge!
Fire as much as you can as soon as he opens up. Those are his weak points. Charge shots don't help very much. They just go after the enemies he
Aim
spawns.
for the open spot.
As you can see, we're not doing any damage to his shields just yet. Hey, that should have done it.
Yeah, it's working.
Hit him as much as you can as he's flying away. And be careful not to shoot your partners.
Who are you guys? We're Star Fox. You'll never defeat Android!
Well, that's where you're wrong. We've already done it before. And that is the hard version of Corderia. Mission
We're heading
accomplished.
out. All aircraft report.
You did it! I was worried for a moment.
You're becoming more like your father. I'm fine. You okay over there, Fox?
I feel like I didn't shoot as fast as I should have. I should have gotten that enemy, or that boss, in less cycles than I did. So, I apologize for sucking. But I knew I'd only take like one shot from his cannon as he was coming at me if I stayed on target. But I knew I would take a shot from his cannon, so... And I shouldn't have. As you can see, we can go medium or the hard path because of the Sector Y. And yes, the sectors are named after their shapes. That's why Sector X in the bottom rightish area was where we went earlier. Then there's Y and of course Z. Proceed to next course.
Fox, we're under attack. Help us out here.
I'm on my way.
Good luck.
Sector Y Combat Zone. Fierce Melee. We're fighting Gundams! We're fighting Gundams! Come back here, Gundam! I'm actually embarrassed to say that I haven't watched as much Gundam as I should.
Back up the squadron.
I really like G Gundam,
Somebody's gonna pay for all this.
so that might give you a hint as to the type of Gundam viewer I am. I want it as ridiculous and over the top as possible. I don't care about supernatural elements. Oopsies, sorry,
wrong.
slips.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, something's wrong, alright, I hit you with a charge shot. Ah, look out, missiles. Ah, I waited way too long. I thought there would be more waves of missiles. Oh well. Oh!
Surprise attack coming from above.
Alright, so you have a choice here, up or down.
Hold them. They're trying to get through.
The idea is to try and destroy every single enemy you can that's coming your way. If you let too many through, I believe you get the easy path, the medium path, as opposed to the hard path. At least I think that's the determining factor. I don't remember 100%.
You're supposed to shoot them all.
Can't be in two places at once, Falco. Maybe if I had some actual help from my
The
partners.
enemy's coming from behind.
That got them all. Notice how you get a lot less bombs now that you're on the hard path? That's on purpose. Uh-oh, look out. I used to be able to time my charge shot so it would hit both of them right when they hit the middle of the screen. It was
Einstein, I'm on your
glorious.
side.
Can't do that anymore. My timing's off, and I was hoping I'd get lock on.
Aha! Got you hiding, eh? Escaping? I don't think so.
So in flushing out a couple of enemies, Slippy
Hey, leave me alone.
ends up being chased by all of them. Slippy. At least you were useful in getting them into the open. You were bait, Slippy. That's what I'm trying to say. You were bait. Technically, there are people that use frogs as bait, don't they? Then Falco comes up from below to try and kill that Gundam for us.
Take him down with one shot.
Nah, I don't think so. I'm fine. So every time you see hit
We're
plus,
gonna break through that.
that's how
lead.
many extra hits you've gotten added on top of just destroying enemies. So that's what I meant by getting a bonus.
Hey, Einstein, I'm
Alright,
on
when
your
this happens,
side.
you want to get in formation with the rest of the crew. That will spawn a life that I missed.
Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
You don't do that often. In fact, I think that might be the only time in the game you actually end up doing that. But yeah.
Something's up ahead. Looks different.
All range mode.
If those guys before were Zaku's, these guys are Gundams.
Enemy shield analyzed.
Gee, quit moving around.
Got one. So you can't target these guys with your lock-on feature,
Keep up the good work.
and they only show up as dots on the map. So you have to be very careful looking for them. They do blend in really well with the environment, and they move in unusual ways. Alright, your crew, your partners will be able to help quite a bit in distracting them. But at the end of the day, you're the one that's got to make the shot. And it's really hard to see them, especially if you're going straight at them like I am, and your ship covers up most of it. Got it, though.
Don't party just yet.
Incoming Gundam.
It's time to try our new weapon.
He's bigger, faster, and stronger. But if you land a direct hit with a bomb, he's nothing but scrap. Mission number 2 accomplished.
Report in.
There you go.
See, this is why I think you go to Aquis if you destroy enough enemies, because you have the ships in the background
You're good for something.
supporting you. That's the rest of the fleet. However, we won't be going to Aquis. We'll be going somewhere else. Oh, and somebody in the chat, in the comments, pointed out that when I said I was very confused about why you did the Landmaster mission where you have to save Slippy, that's because I never messed up on that mission. What had to happen is if you take too long on the boss, Slippy would go in and try and help you and get smacked down like a little punk. When you get smacked down like a little punk, you land on the planet you had to get to. Okay then, so change course. And you see we're going to Katrina, I think it is? Katina, sorry.
Katina is battling the enemy. Will you help him out?
Affirmative, General.
Confirmed. It's not a... It's Katina, a frontline base reunion.
Hang on, guys. Help is on the way.
One of our first partners in the mission, Bill.
Fox, you made it. Bill, is that you? I can't believe it. We can catch up later, Fox.
I don't know the full story of how Bill and Fox met. I'm sure it's in one of the games.
From the bad.
But what Slippy says is very true. Take advantage of the lock-on feature of your charged shot. It will tell you who the enemies are, if you can't figure it out yourself. But still, the explosion from the charged shot can destroy your own partners. You don't want to do that.
Fox, that's one of ours.
I just killed one of ours. There's no real penalty for doing so. That's not what determines where you go in this mission. You just want to destroy a couple of the enemy ships at this point. Because we're going to have something very interesting happen. I like to get a nice distance away and then just fly in a straight line or straight-ish line and take advantage of the charged shots. But Mothership? Yeah! It's a flippin' UFO, and it takes up a lot on your minimap. But give it time to enter the actual map. Darn it, I messed up.
I won't let you get away from
Give it time to actually enter the map so you'll have an opportunity to actually do something about it. Which actually, never mind. I was thinking of a different fight. You actually don't have anything you can do to it yet.
Man, there's just no end to these guys. Scratch one foe.
So after it gets a certain distance, game takes over. Start sending a heck of a lot more enemies at us.
Here they come.
So don't worry about the enemies. Your crew will take care of those. You
Go for the 4 hatches on the underside.
want to do exactly what Bill just said. However, I didn't need enough distance. You want to get a good, clean amount of distance before you try this.
All units report.
And yes, it does move around the map quite a bit.
From me.
So try and take sort of an angular approach. You never want to be flying straight at it, because then if the hatch is open, you won't be ready for it. You want enough distance so that you can do something when the hatch is open.
All units report.
Oh, right. I think you have to destroy some of the ships to make the hatches open. because it only replenishes to a certain amount.
The hatches are open.
Once Bill says that, look for the hatches and start firing.
Man, there's just no...
Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Sorry about that, I messed up the camera. I forgot you could do that. The hatches only stay open for so long. And once they're destroyed, they kind of look like they're destroyed versions of the old hatches that just remain open. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this gold ring so that I only need one in the next level.
I got one!
Basically float around until you get Bill's notice that they're open. And yes,
The hatches are open.
before it was like a 1-to-1 ratio of enemies to allies. Now it's like a 3-to-1 ratio of enemies to allies. Ah, I missed the last one.
You're not getting away that
You want to do this quickly. The failure state for this mission is not destroying the mothership in time. Of course, if you're like me and you're just going the medium path, you could let it be destroyed.
Go find your own target, Spock.
Don't care, Falco.
I won't let you get away from me.
Stop being a glory hog. Alright, come on, the hatches should open any second now. I need distance.
Man,
I
there's
need
just no end
distance.
to these guys.
Ah, one just ran into me! Is this a new tactic?
I won't let you get away. What's the big idea, Bob?
The big idea is I'm trying to save the
The hatches
universe.
are open.
Okay, come on. I just need some speed. Got him. Okay, that's not the end
Some sort
though.
of energy reaction. The core has appeared. Stand by to attack.
Not standing by, Bill.
Time for a little payback.
Alright,
I won't let you get away from me.
get some good hits in because you're gonna want to do this as quickly as possible.
Hurry
Let's
up.
just
Take out that core.
do this manually so I'll have some boost.
Ah, you did it!
And that's the end of the ID4 reference. I actually don't know if Independence Day is actually the reference here. I'm not sure which came out first, this or that movie. That's the end of it. And we are successful in our mission. Mission 3 accomplished.
Take care, Boss. You too, Bill.
Aw, it's sweet. They're buddies! Off we go, back into the sunset and into the sky, to our next mission. The failure state would put you back on the easy path, instead of the medium path. I think the next one's pretty short, but I don't want to do 4 missions and then only do 3 in the next one. So, I think we're gonna cut it there. This has been fun so far. We have a little bit more excitement left. What's going on in the next mission? And what happens when you reach Venom on medium difficulty? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.